Good day, guys. Another video for another Laravel feature. Today, we will be tackling about Laravel's Eloquent models. In Laravel, Eloquent models are classes that represents your database tables. They make it easy to interact with your database using object-oriented syntax instead of writing SQL manually. Specifically, I'll be showing you the Laravel's ORM, or what we called um, Object Relational Mapper, or the Eloquent. When we say Eloquent's models ORM, it's what lets you interact with your database using PHP objects and classes instead of writing raw SQL. So that's what I said to you. That's what I told you earlier. That's what we'll be tackling about the Laravel's Eloquent models. In Laravel's Eloquent models, we have different types of relationships. We have a one-to-one relationship. For example, a relationship between a user and a profile. It is a one-to-one because one user only have one profile. Okay, so that's why I can say that it is a one-to-one relationship. And aside from one-to-one relationship, there is a one to many relationship wherein like for an instance, one post can have a lot of comments or reactors. So it is a one to many relationship because it's just one post, yet it has a lot of comments in it. Okay, and aside from that, we can also say that there is a relationship between many to one. Um, for example, the post. Each post has many comments in it, but those comments only belong to that post. So, muna siya many to one relationship. And the last but not the least is the many to many relationship, wherein for example, like a student has a lot of subjects. So muna siya ang many to many because one student can have a lot of subjects, and no different students has a lot of subjects. So muna siya many to many relationship. And we will be tackling about later sa ilahang functions and in the models. So yeah, I guess that's it. Let's start demonstrating now. This is a I have prepared here a pre-made project. To use and to show you guys the some of the ORM function, I will not be um, tackling and demonstrating you all the functions, but I'll be demonstrating you um, mostly the one-to-one relationship, the one-to-many, and the many-to-many relationship. Okay, so ang akong project is it's about a restaurant. One restaurant has many menu items in it, so it's a many to one. No, it's a one to many relationship na. Kay usa ka restaurant and na siya mga menu items. And then aside from that, one-to-one relationship, like a customer has only one profile, so one-to-one relationship siya. And then the for the many to many relationship kay for example, many customers can have or can order a lot of menu items. So yeah, different customers has the same menu items. This specific menu item has was ordered by a lot of customers. So may siyang many to many relationship. Okay, so yeah, I guess let's start na. One moment, hold on. Okay, so now let's start. Let me show you how to make a model first. And before I'll show you how to make a model, let me explain to you first what is model. So model in Laravel represents your database tables. Um, Sorry for that. And because of models, you're able to communicate or to interact with the data using the Eloquent ORM instead of using raw SQL commands. And so, after sa model, need po na to og factories and migrations. I think, yeah, na-discuss na natong migration sa previous na to nga or na-demo na ako migration sa previous nga video, but let me show you again how migrations works and what really is migration in terms of associating it to the models eloquent. Okay, so the migrations are like blueprints for your database, and then they define the structure, the tables, columns, and relationships. So yeah, let me show it to you. Like for example, like this, and then this becomes as your blueprint. Okay, okay. Sorry. So you will be needing an ID for an ID, like a timestamps, and so forth and so on. So the factories, these ones here. Let's show you guys. So this is what the factory looks like. It has a like a name or a feature keyword. It's because factories are used to generate fake data for testing or seeding. Like for example, if di ka ganahan nga mag-manually input ka sa imong data nga pwedeng pagkataasa, and then you're just doing a project for demonstration like this, like what I'm doing right now, then using factories would be a must and would be efficient for you to para ma-properly demo ang imuhang project, and then less hassle siya, and it 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 does not take no it does not consume time that much. So yeah, nindot po ng factories gamiton. Okay, so now let's start. Let us make. Okay, so like what I've told you earlier, ningon ko nga pre-made project ni siya since naghimo or nakahimo na ako start, and then ako dyan siyang gituyo nga wala gi complete kay I'll be showing you how to make this, the models, the factories, and the migrations. Okay, so I'll be showing you that, guys. And then ang naano to dire is the restaurant, the menu item, which is ato nang gingon pa ganiha, restaurant menu item, the customer, and ang wala na lang is ang profile. By the way, kaning user din nga kaning models and the user factory, those classes are default in Laravel. And then pwede naman lang din mo siya laptan kay wala naman gyapon na siya. Just don't mind that class. And then yeah, so let's start. Let us first make a profile model. Muna siyang profile table na to sa to ang database. Okay. PHP artisan make model profile. So this command, mo na siya ang command nga imuhang gamiton para mahimo og model class. Like pwede naman ka makahimo diri, you just click this model, and then you can see like this na magawas ng ana, and then you can manually add that there. May profile.php model na siya, but then we'll be interacting with the terminal today. Okay, so sa terminal to magkuan ron. So we'll be using this command, php artisan make model profile, and then we also need the factories and the migration. So I have a shortcut for that, but when you enter this command, default or automatically nga mag-create siya together sa model nimong gipahimo ni Laravel, mo create pud siya og factories and the migration. So you just have to put FM, which means factory and migration. Okay, so let's run. Let's run it. Kung dili na mo run, kitang mudagan. Try lang. Kahinay, kadugay. I think hinay akong signal. Okay, so tara, nabuhat na siya. Na siya ay model nga profile, and then I told you earlier nga together sa paghimo niya sa profile nga model, mahimo po siya factories and the migration. So we have here the profile factory, and the let's look for that. Tara, create profiles table. So nanata, goods na ta. The next thing we have to do is to put contents or classes or whatsoever codes inside those classes that we have just created. That is first here in the profile. Wait a minute. Profile model. We'll be needing this one. Okay. I'll be manually putting these words, so guys, bear with me if tukay. Fillable keyword, which means the model, since this is the considered as tables on your database, you will be needing these informations. Okay, so yeah, the customer ID, the okay, let's just put up the address and the phone. So you'll be needing those informations para sa imuhang profile nga database. Let's make a function. Now, this function tells you the relationship niya ha. So, we have to put here, since a profile man, link man siya ni customer, and then they have a one-to-one relationship man. So, pwede na siya. Public function customer, and then, ano na yung manually type eh. Return this, then yeah, belongs to customer class. The address, just have to accept this one guys. So mun sayang ingon dira kay mo nanay dawata kay sakto na siya. And then yeah, ang atoang factories, I told you guys that it will generate a fake data, right? And then sa atoang model ganiya is ga-instantiate o customer ID, address, and the phone number. So instead of manually putting data sa katong tulong mga like mga tables, like tulo ka basta kato sa sud sa contents and tables, we will be using the factory. So para siya na maghimo sa data nga atoang kinahanglan, siya mag-create og kanang phone, and then phone number, the address nga na fake information, and then we'll be proceeding sa migrations. Create profiles table here. Okay, and then the migrations, these are the columns in your database, diba? So, okay. The ID, you'll be needing the table ID. You also have the table. Foreign ID, customer ID, constrained on delete cascade. You also need the table string, because you'll be asking the address, so it should be ako na lang siyang string para like conflict. Basta okay na po na siya. And then yeah, so these are the informations or the column headers nga naa sa imong table. the ID, the customer ID, address, and phone number. And then, okay, so mura na itong kinahanglan sa to ang kani sa migrations. The last but not the least we have to do is for the database seeder. The database seeder. Ay, wala pa. Sa database seeder na to guys, ay ta magbutang na og informations or mag-establish sa connection para ano ta mag-establish sa katong connection nga or relationship sa ORM, the one to one, many to one, many to many. Okay, those relationships that you need. Siyang may tao siyang. Siyang may tao siyang. Or Silby. Okay. Yes. Restaurant is equals to restaurant factory to create restaurants. It's actually I think restaurants. Yeah. Restaurants equals to restaurant factory to you need to put two here and then to create restaurants. This code simply tells your Laravel to create two restaurants. Okay, so meron siyang factory and then nasa two dira. Okay, it's basically telling your Laravel, hey, kindly create two random restaurants. It's up to you kung sa imong ini. Sorry. Mm, and then restaurants. Restaurants is equals to wait long guys. Okay, let's continue. So restaurants each 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 function so ba siyang create menu items. So now I will be showing you the relationship. Let me show you guys that the projects that I'm working or that we made is working fine. So, and showing the results and showing their connection to each other, we will be using the PHP Artisan Thinker. which in a Thinker is an interactive command line tool in Laravel that lets you interact directly with your application, like testing your models, running database queries, and checking relationships without writing codes and file, like without opening another application to use. Mm, it's just like basically a playground or something, like in your project you have something. It's basically a playground. You can try your project over there, the results, the outcomes of it, to check that your project is working well instead of using another application to check your project. So that is a Thinker. And yeah, PHP Artisan Thinker, this is the command that you'll need to run PHP Artisan Thinker. And then in order to show you their connections, we'll have to use the models of the restaurant. So in naming the models and using the connection, you have to specify, you have to be specific kung kinsa mong pasabot dira, kinsa mong gusto nga i-chart, kinsa mong gustong i-access, kinsa mong gusto nga mm, ma-access ni Tinker, like yeah, something like that. So we will be needing the restaurant, the customer, and the menu item. So use app models restaurant, then use app models customer, use app models menu item. Okay, after na, since sila naman itong kinahanglan, we'll be demonstrating now, or we will now proceed to showing their connections. Okay, so alright. Restaurant is equals to restaurant. First, you have to show the first value para makita ni mga naagid siya value. Okay, so man siya ang first restaurant. And then, we'll proceed to our one-to-one, no, one-to many connections, which is ang restaurant o ang menu item. We'll show you restaurant and then the menu items. Okay. So, di ba, sa CDR nga itong ibuhat kiniha, there are two restaurants. And then, kani siyang restaurant, kaya muna siya ang first nga value, mapunta first itong ikuha. So, ang ID niya is 1. And then, sa menu items, I told you earlier that each restaurant has 5 menu items. So, man siya ID 1, ID 2, and so on and so forth, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, okay na tong connection sa one-to-many relationship, which is ang restaurant to menu items. Now, we'll proceed to one-to-one connection. Ang atong customer ang profile. Customer is equals to customer first. Okay, so tara, muna to ang first customer. And then we'll be showing his profile, his or her profile. Her profile. Okay, tara siya, which is connected to siya. Customer profile ID number 1, customer ID number 1, which is si Trey Bosco. Ang iyang address kay mo ni siya, and then ang phone number kay mo niyang phone number. And then the last but not the least, hindi na itong i-check is ang many-to-many connection, which is customer to menu items. So we have to write customer and then menu items. Okay, tara. And then ato ang gibutang ganiya sa data seeders nga each customer, we told Laravel earlier that hey, kindly create 2 random menu items in each customer. So mo na ni siya na siya duha ka buok menu items sa kaniyang customer. So yeah, I believe that I've showed you the relationships and the eloquence models, or the ORM. And yeah, we're done now. Our project is working well. Thank you. By the way, my name is Renella. I am BSCS, Bachelor of Science of Computer Science. And then, yeah, that would be all. Thank you. And by the way, guys, I almost forgot to show you that I am my date for my database. I am using PostgreSQL, and yeah, before I made all of this project, I already edited my ANV para mo-connect akong project sa akong database nga Postgre. I am using their local web application, the PG admin for this one. I'll be showing it to you that. So, yeah, muna siya ang need nimo para sa imuhang connection, guys. Crush that one out. You'll be needing those connections, okay? Para mo-connect ka mo ang kuan. And then, so, muna to ang database, practice Laravel. This is the database. And then the tables we have customer menu, customers, menu items, migrations, profiles, and restaurants. So let's check here if maobag. So yeah, I can you can definitely see here that we only have two restaurants, just like what we told Laravel to make us only two restaurants. For profiles, we have here five profiles, menu items. We have here 10 because two restaurants and each restaurant has five menu items. That's what makes it 10. And then for the customers, we have five since we only have five profiles. And this is what our customers menu looks like. So yeah. Okay, we're at the shop. Thank you.